Hey guys, what's going on? RJ here with you for another King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Online video. And choo choo motherfucker, cause the hype train has arrived. Oh yeah, baby. What are we talking about? Oh, you know what I'm talking about. It's time for that Oswald shiznit. Yup. Choo choo choo. This is what it's like to chew 5 gum. Here is Oswald. Oh my god, look at those cards. Oh, I gotta say this right now. This is my introduction to Oswald video, but this guy is like the end all be all for now. He is used probably like the longest if you want to go look at China videos with mega void whales. They're still using this guy. He is that good. He will last you forever. If you don't like the character, fine, whatever, you know, you can get left behind, you know. I know it's stupid to think that like everybody is going to like stick this guy into their team, but honestly, how could you not? You know, he's the trick master. He's gonna drop tricks on your face. Avatar of sharpness. He's gonna slice you up because he will surgically take your team apart. You know, look at this guy. Look at that crit, anti-crit, crit power. He's got it all. Even block. Yeah. I know those stats don't mean too much right now. But let's get into his fates. They actually made his fates a little easier on global. There was supposed to be some other guy that was supposed to come with him. Ooh. Sorry, I've been sick for like too long. Still in there a little bit. But as you can see with his one fate here, it's just Oswald and Ash. Right? Oswald, if you got Ash, you get this fate. You know, next fate, Oswald, Iori, and Kay. Real easy. And then the next one, Old People's Club. You got me, Oswald, Tung Fu Ru, and Chin. So his fates are actually ridiculously easy to get unlocked. Only Tung Fu Ru if you missed out on this old man. But, you know, maybe you'll want to pick him up and play paddywhack with him, throw him a bone, you know. His weapon is the trump card, so he goes and gets some Donald action. And then he uses dazzling badges and kickboxing tomes. The exact same as Robert XI and Robert 2K, so I mean, you know, if you're using those guys like I am, these are going to become really, really necessary badges, and you're going to need a whole lot of them. Let's get into his skills. Oh my goodness. His skill attack, Diamond. You know what? Let's talk about Trickmaster first here, because this is the drawing the card thing. It makes the rest of it kind of make sense, because he draws cards. He increases his own resistance rate and his 20% max health when he appears. He can draw 1 card and he holds it for 2 rounds. So every round he'll draw a card and he holds that card for 2 rounds, then he gets rid of that card, but he keeps drawing cards, right? But his res rate, it's down here at the bottom. It starts off at 30% resistance rate. That goes up to 40% real easy with the level we're at global. So right off the bat, he gets a passive 30% resistance rate and 20% to his max HP. Like, ridiculous. So he draws cards. From round 2, he can draw 1 card, hold it for 2 rounds, and upon the round start, extra effects vary depending on which cards he's holding. And he's always sure to draw a card that he doesn't already hold, right? So if he has a spade, he recovers 150 rage when the round starts, and if his rage gets decreased, except for when he releases an ult, it will recover 200 rage immediately. So if he gets some stupid rage reduce, he's like, hey, I get 200 rage back. Cool. If he has a heart, he gets 54% crit resistance, and he recovers 30% of his max HP upon the round start. If he's holding a diamond, he gets an increased 20% damage rate and gets a 100% chance to trigger his small skill. If he has a club, upon round start, dispel all his own debuffs. Like, really? And in round 1, why not? Let's give him an extra 25% ultimate resistance. So yeah, that's just his like card drawing thing and what can happen at the start of a round. And he can hold multiple cards and you get multiple effects. Okay? So just think of the combo of all these ridiculous things. And that's just his passive. That's just the start that happens. Let's get into the skill now. Now you know where the cards come from. His skill, he attacks a single enemy with 40% splash damage against nearby enemies, and all the caused damage doesn't restore rage. Like, choo choo! Effects vary depending on the held cards. So on top of that, if he's holding a spade, he recovers 100 rage for himself and a random ally. If he holds a heart, he recovers 10% of his max HP for self and a random ally. Why not, right? If he's holding a diamond, it just causes 60% extra damage, and then it also puts a slash effect, which is a bleed. You know, it makes them lose 8% of their max HP each round without incurring rage restoration for 2 rounds. Only to the main target though, because if you splash, you know, the slash effect, it would be a little overpowered. And then if he's holding a club, it's a 50% chance to stun the main target and 25% to stun, 25% chance to stun the nearby enemies. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. I'm so excited for this guy. He turns me on. And then his ultimate, Poker Flash. He attacks a single enemy and increases his own attack and defense by 20%. He gets the Shaman card effect. Each attack will cause an extra 13% max HP damage for 2 rounds. So that's on his ultimate, his skill attack, or his normal attack if he doesn't get a skill. It causes just an extra 13% damage for no reason. It's just gone. He's murdering people. And, of course, extra effects vary depending on which card he holds. So on top of this crap, if he's holding a spade, he steals 200 rage from the target. Just straight up, that's mine. Heart, if he's holding a heart, he will steal 15% of their max HP from the target. Like 15% max HP, and then 13% max HP. Like, you're already taking like 28% health off of a fighter right there. Diamond, it increases the Shaman card damage by 50%. So this will go up to like what's half of 13? 6.5. So yeah, it's almost 20% at that point. And a club, clear the target's buffs, just clear their buffs, and a random controlled ally's debuff. So he can clear your own ally's debuff, and he can also negate your enemy's buffs that they have. And after his weapon awakened, an extra chance is granted for drawing a card. Okay, what happens when he has his weapon? He gets an additional 10% to this attack and defense, and it also makes him, it always draws an extra card when he does an ultimate, an unheld card, and he holds it for 2 rounds, just like with Trickmaster. So, you know, the other thing, get this, he's a turtle soul. He's a tricky tortoise soul, and he restores 40 rage when attacked and get much rage at start. He can ultimate round 1 when this fight soul's max. So he ultimates round 1, and if you have the weapon, it's going to draw an extra card right off the bat for you. Yeah, he hit nothing ridiculous with this. This is just normal 5% attack and HP. But oh my god, this guy is ridiculous. He does just about everything, and I don't think there's a mechanic in the game that he doesn't really have, or something that he doesn't do with all these effects. And I mean, by round 3, round 4, he can be holding all 4 cards, and you can get all 4 effects on each one of these abilities. So just let that sink in for a minute. If you got a spade, heart, club, diamond, you know, you'll have everything, you know, absolutely everything. And it's the same with the ultimate. It'll give you everything, and the same with this thing. It'll absolutely give you everything. So I mean, you know, his weapon is highly necessary, only in the fact that if you like drawing extra cards and having all 4 effects, that's what his weapon will do for you. So it's actually one of those weapons that is really, really good and really needed for him. And I mean, there's not a reason not to S-Max this guy. With his S-Max, everything gets more ridiculous. Everything. I'm not going to go into his S-Max right now because you know what? Maybe we can go into his S-Max. I have to use KOF98, and I'm just going to load it up here for a second. You guys hang on with me. Just one second. And what button is it? I don't remember. I haven't done this in a little while. Is it that one? No? Oh, it's that one. Sorry for the infinite view. Fighters, Oswald. Let's just check out his gates real quick here. We'll do this together. So yeah, for his small skill, the damage for splash, he'll go up to 50% splash damage to the surrounding enemies instead of 40%. And then with the cards, they all get a buff. So if he's holding spades, he'll restore 120 rage to himself and a friendly combatant instead of 100. For hearts, he'll restore 12% max health for himself and a friendly combatant instead of 10%. If he square, what the hell is square again? Square. With the hearts, oh man. Heart. Spade, heart, diamond, club. So what was that one? Diamond. So yeah, square is probably diamond. Sorry, it's the translation thing. So diamond causes a 70% additional damage instead of 60% additional damage. And then club, you have a 60% chance to stun the main target instead of 50%, and 30% chance to stun nearby enemies instead of 25%. And if he has the ace card, the psychic card effect of this attack will also cause 50 to surrounding targets % damage. I don't know what that means. I think he can draw an ace card, but that's in the gate somewhere. Not 100% sure on that, but yeah, all the abilities get pumped for his skill. And down here in his passive, he gets 25% maximum life instead of 20% maximum life, so that's late gate, which is going to be good. When he's drawing a playing card, he can hold the card for 3 rounds now instead of 2 rounds, so that extra round will allow you to keep your cards longer, and, you know, hopefully get all 4 cards out, because I think the condition for... Hold on. Can draw 3, yeah, have for 3 rounds, start drawing a card, hold for 3 rounds. So yeah, it's just, you can hold cards for 3 rounds now. And may draw trump cards, can hold for 1 round. Yeah, with his late gate, the trump card, I think that means ace card. So he can draw an ace card at that point, and he can only hold it for 1 round. But I guess the ace card has a lot of stronger abilities, because yeah, it allows him to pull off his S-Max later on. And then I think all the other stuff stays the same, but yeah, ace, you get a 20% critical strike rate and block rate, and extend the holding time of other poker cards you have held for 1 round. You can perform a card trick. He will not die when killed by death, but discard all playing cards, leave the field temporarily, return On the next return on the next turn, consume all anger or rage, consume all his rage, and restore health based on the consumed rage up to 35% of his maximum health. Immediately draw on hearts and spades and hold for 3 rounds. This effect is only available once per battle, but it will not disappear with the end of the duration ace. So yeah, it's basically when he gets his late gate, he may draw his ace card, and while he's holding his ace card, he gets that 20% critical strike and block rate. It extends the holding time of your other cards, and if he's killed while holding an ace card, he just retreats from the battlefield, discards all his cards, and when he comes back, he will consume all of his rage to give himself up to 35% maximum health, and then immediately draws a hearts and spades card. So yeah, he has an anti-death effect as well with his gates, and that's just at late gate, so that's going to be a gate that you definitely want to get open immediately. And then with his S-Max, this is just with the weapon. See, the weapon, immediately draw another unheld playing card, can hold up to 2 rounds. So that's why the weapon is so necessary. But then with his S-Max, yeah, the weapon goes up to 30% attack and defense, and then S-Max, he goes up again to 35% attack and defense. What's this say? The psychic card effect, or the shaman card effect, I guess is what they're calling it on global, where he can do the 13% maximum health damage. At S-Max, this damage can be negative for immune status effect goal. I think that means that if somebody is immune to status effects, like say Nightmare Geese and his status immunity, or Tung Fu Ru when he gets his steel body going and he's immune, it will ignore the immune state and it will still do the 13% damage, I'm pretty sure. It also reduces the target's healing rate by 40% and rage speed by 40% for 1 round. And he will draw an unused playing card immediately, can hold for 3 rounds now, up from 2. If all suits are already held, draw the trump card, which is the ace. Can be held for 1 round. It will not extend the holding time of other cards like it does with the late gate. And then all the other effects here stay the same for what the bonuses are, but when he has his trump card out, he switches his ultimates and attacks the target with the lowest percentage of life, and this attack must be a critical hit, and it's not a one-time use. So when he has his ace card out and he's going to do his ultimate, he then switches to attacking the person with the lowest life, and it is guaranteed to crit. So oh my god, and that's me just trying to figure out the gates through this translation. So I mean, you know, do you think Oswald is a little broken at this point? You see why the hype train has happened? Like, holy balls, guys. If you don't go for Oswald, I can't help you. I mean, I don't think much is going to help you. He's going to be prevalent in Arena for a very long time. Most people that know what's up is going to go for him. I highly suggest, unless you've got, like, you know, 150,000 diamonds or something saved up, don't bother trying to get in the draw. He's one of the fighters that you want to pull and frag up, because it's going to be a bloodbath for his draw. So good luck to you if you're actually going in on that draw. You want the little, you know, chibi character thing up here, like I got for Tung Fu Ru up in the top left there. You know, but I mean, beyond that little icon, you know, are the frags really going to be worth a 15,000 point bid, a 20,000 point bid? I don't know if it's going to go up that high on every server, but I totally expect it. I really do. So that's it for my Oswald introduction, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and oh my god, hype train, choo choo, choo choo. Thomas had never seen such bullshit before, but you know what? This is coming to global, and he's a little bit early. It seems like they've switched up the schedule and this guy's going to be a little early. So, I mean, hey, why not? You know what I mean? Much like Nightmare Geese, you got to take these overpowered bosses when they come. Um, and I mean, I got to split up my karate guys. I think new Mr. Karate is going to get benched. But hey, we'll see how it works out. I mean, Oswald is going to be better than any character I've got on my field right now. And, you know, he's going to be absolutely ridiculous, even at 5 stars. And the thing is, you can build him offensively or defensively. You can throw whatever runes you want on him. If you want to build him as an offensive character, you know, you can throw the Wolves runes on him. What ones are there? Wolves Anger, you know, so he gets that, you know, bonus killer effect, you know, because he's going to ultimate round 1, and then he'll also reduce res rates and stuff. Or you could throw Killing Soul on him, because, you know, when he gets to S-Max and he gets that guaranteed crit sort of a thing, but at the same time you can pump up his crit, he's still going to have that, you know, that automatic resistance rate, you know, and his maximum HP is going to be higher because of the passive. Like, he already has defensive passives. So, I mean, you do have the option of throwing Killing Soul or Wolf's Anger on him, or if you just want to be safe, you know, you can go Earth's Heart, Protector, or Thorns. You know, I'm probably going to use Thorns for now, but we'll see how it goes in the future. But that's my recommendation. It doesn't matter what you want to do with him, because it's kind of like Tongue, you know, where the guy is so defensively oriented, you don't have to use defensive runes on him. And there are people who do go full-on offensive Oswald and stick him in the back row just so he doesn't, you know, have to get hit so much. So, I mean, it's up to you on how you want to use him. There's no wrong way to use him. He's just like a Swiss Army knife. He's good in any situation, no matter where you put him or whatever you want to do with him. So good luck, guys. I hope you pull for him, because he's going to be crazy. Even if you can only get him at 4 stars, 5 stars right now, he's still going to be better than whatever the hell any of us are using. He's broken. He's crazy. I love him. Peace.